just waiting for everything to just catch up. Okay, I think we're nearly there then. Yep, all Gucci. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come once again. 6:20 tonight. My name is Alshon94 and welcome back to the Room 2. Yesterday we played through a fair number of chapters of the game, and today we're going to be finishing up this game. So without further ado, let's get back into it and we can unravel the rest of the mystery of the Room 2. Now, where we left off, we've got a torn piece of an old photograph and we have a light bulb. Now, what we're going to do is going to put this light bulb into here and we're going to try reproducing that picture again. Oof! Bright flash. Okay. Out. And we can see some weird looking people, and the guy with the etched out face is back again. Okay. So the guy with the etched out face was back again. They're all jiggling about. But we now have the box. Now at the end of the last episode, the last live stream that we did of this game, we typed in infinity into this typewriter and we have the following message. We began at home, staring at the stars. So much to discover, so little time. Now, if we go back over to this table, we can see some cards. So, home, so little time, and we just need the stars card, which I believe has made its way back over into the drawer here. Yep. So we're just going to put that now into the middle of the pack and click go. Weird glows. Bell ringing. And it now etches out the word voyage. Now, I believe what we need to do now is basically repeat the same process again, back over to the typewriter, and we're going to spell out the word voyage. So V, V, O, A, G, E. Press go, and we now get the next message. Countless ships bore us, triumphant, to a hidden temple. It was at home you proved a shallow friend. Another little horrible message there. So the keywords here, I think, is going to be this ship, this temple, and home. So we're looking for those cards: ship, temple, and home. So we can see here, there's the ship, there's temple, and there's home. We're going to press it one more time, and let's see what the next word's going to be. The glass is gone. The bell has tolled a second time. And now forms the word endless. So again, we're just going to type that word in. ESS. And then go. And the next lot of text. Under these alien stars, I courted only death. I am saved by science, my muse. And then it's typing, but no letters are being produced. So we'll take the keywords here. So we've got stars, death, and science. So if we go back over to here, so we've got stars. We don't have death, which is missing here. So death and null are missing. And I think, what was it, science, the last one? Is it science? Let's double check. Yes, science was the last one. Now, with this game, as we know, we need to use the lens to highlight any pieces of information that might be hidden. So we use the eyepiece and the words up, down, down, up appear. So if we focus on the ones that are up, we need to flick up 1, 2, 4 and the last one on the switches that we uncovered in the last episode. So 1, 2 and the last one. So that one's down, that one's down, that one's down, that one's down. And we now have the Death Tarot card. Bit unnerving that, having the Death card, but we're going to put that now into the machine. And we're going to see what happens now. Much bigger rattle. Hope now appears on as the new word. We now pick up the small bell, which is interesting. So let's look at that bell for a sec. You can see, I just want to again point out just how nice these assets now are on PC. Unbelievable. We now get the clapper from a bell. So this, I think, there we go. We can unfurl it. And that now is going to allow us to enter this cabinet. Which now means we can look at this thing up here, which is a decorative plate, which is interesting. We've also got this book, which is a lot shinier than the rest. Which now unveils a safe. And if we look down here, this is the commemorative plate. So which parts don't move? It's this. Oh, they all move. Okay, so that looks like the top. Does it look like the top? Oh, does this? Okay, so it's the center one that doesn't move. And that needs to go there. We now have the word Khan, which must go into this safe. But we can't do anything with it yet because we're missing a part of the safe. What we can do though is open up... Oh no, we can't open it up just yet. Okay, so we can't get into that cabinet just yet. Was there anywhere else where this key can go? Yes, on the side of the box here. The key can go in here. Sure enough, there is the brass dial that will enable us to unlock the safe. So we're going to do that now. And we're going to spell out the word Khan. So there's K, there's H, there's A, there's N. We unlock it. And there is the last remaining card. That is the null card. Now that must mean that when we put this word hope into the machine, that card will be being used. So O, P, E. Let's go. So there we are. The null card is being used in this next part of the game. The null graced me with time for a dozen lives. Work. Now Death returns to take his due. Okay, So the key words here: null, time, death. Now this, I think, is the part where it gets a bit squeamish. Null, time, death. The painting's off the wall. It's all it's all kicking off. Okay. That now must mean we can pop this part of the puzzle into the portrait. And that's just creepy as hell now. So the guy with the guy who has the edged out face now seemingly didn't go well for him. However, we now have a key at our disposal. And as we go round, now you see the truth of it. Time within this place works differently from without. An hour, a day, a century. Who is to say? A pity. I had to wait here to see you on your final step of the journey. Everything is in readiness. Take this. Use it to find the room. So we are now going to put this into the box. And now we have some black gunk, which when we touch, and that's the end of the chapter. You are to be congratulated. You escaped the curious events of the seance with all your faculties intact. Now we are now coming up to, I think, the last few chapters of the game. That looks fantastic. What have we got then on this boat? Okay. Oh. So that... Whoa. Jesus. We have a crank handle. We don't have anything else, I don't think. The name Kieran? That's the name of the boat. We are in... Yep. So what we're now going to be doing is pulling ourselves closer to the shoreline, which is a very short part of the game. I don't quite know why it's in it, really. But there we are. That looks appealing. Even short journeys can cover great distance, and by making it to the other side of the crossing, you are now ready for the final step. May good fortune go with you. We are going to continue on this game. This, I think, is the final level. Now, I don't know if there's going to be... I can't remember if there was any more pieces of paper or instructions or any of that. I think now, because this AS character is now no longer... well, he's dead now. I don't think, or I can't remember there being any more notes that he left. So we're going to explore this room, because this part of the game, if I'm honest now, it's getting to a point where I don't remember where we need to click. Which is good news, because now when we go into the room 3, it's going to mean I'm not going to know too much about it. So this is Experiment 1.27, Subject Alpha 17, Lamprina aurata. Subject unresponsive to post-mortem app of serum. Number 4 comb with electrical stimulation of range 10 to 100 milliamps. Corpus degradation considerable with high amperes. Conclude Coleoptera unsuitable for further study. You see what got that weird hand in there. That's missing a battery, I think. Okay. Let's continue round the room. So we've got a chalkboard stuff there. That's not moving anytime soon. What else have we got? We've got a weird looking dish here. I'm guessing that's not going to be powered. Yeah, that's not doing anything at the moment. I am not struggling, but this is what I mean now by you know, once you use hints in the game, it makes it go very, very the amount of time that it takes to do something decreases massively. Is that anything? That book there? No. Okay. Do any of these actually open up? Okay, we've got a screwdriver and another note. Experiment 2.07, subject beta 4, ratus ratus. Subject necrosis significantly halted by pre-mortem app of serum. Number 5. Temporary musculator reflex restoration witnessed with post-mortem electrical stimulation of range 75 to 85 milliamps. Okay. Now, what does this highlight? Oh, so there's an arrow there. And there's a switch on the side of the box here. Ah, there must be another switch then somewhere else. Okay, but we've got a screwdriver now, and that is good. So that must mean then that I think if I go over here, there was a battery that we could release, wasn't there? And was it here? No. We need a battery. Battery. I forget if there's anything on this box that we could get rid of, or if it's actually anywhere in here. No. Okay. I'm guessing that there must be a key there that flicks open that drawer. Okay, what else can I actually do here then? So that moves, but without a battery it's not going to do anything. Oh, screwdriver in here. Okay, there we go. So out comes a wooden box. That's now being all weird, whatever that is in there. So the wooden box. So we've got some weird symbols there. Okay, now that looked like the weird circle thing over here. So what have we got? We've got two waves, a weird S with a line in it, and an up and down. So okay, so that's 3, the weird line. So let's 3. The one with the weird S in is number 7. That's 7. And then the two waves is number 1. Ah, we got a battery! Okay, so the battery must belong in here. Yes. So let's spin it up real good. Okay, battery's fully charged. That is good news, which now means we can plug power into here. Nice. Okay, So let's harness the light source. We're going to look through here, and we're now going to find the next point. There it is. I'm going to back out now. The next point at which there's a reflective surface to open up another part of the box. Okay. And there's a star-shaped handle, so that's also very good news. I don't know if we can do anything at the moment with that at the top, but we can now, if we go over here, put that module into there, convert that to a number 2. We can now pull out this drawer. We get a drum of images, and we get a letter. This is for Kirkton Sanatorium. Dear Professor de Montfaucon, while I don't doubt your artistic motives, your sister's condition is not aided by her continued confinement to your estate. I beg of you to see Madame Lucy return of the sanatorium as early as can be arranged. Yours, Dr. Beckett. We have a switch here as well, so we'll just put that switch all the way down. And that unveils a load of bugs. That's a nice thing to have there. Experiment 5.01. This is EH. Upper right appendage severed at glenohumeral joint. Necrosis in subject halted completely via pre-Morse app of serial number 5, followed by post-Morse app of serial number 4. Perfect musculator reflex witnessed with electrical stim at 77 and 3/4 milliamps. So they're starting to reanimate. We get a large handle now, and I think that's all we can do at the moment with that. So that's fine. Now that handle must belong somewhere, and I think it must belong in here. So we're going to move this all the way around. We're going to stop when we get to this point because we can raise up that, and we continue on until this gem hits the light. That reflects, with that light now pointing to this point, and we're then going to use this point here to marry it up with the bug, I think. The bug lights up, and that opens up both sides of that doorway, and we now have access to another battery, a weird looking, a large rhinoceros beetle, and let's have a look down here. We've got this bit of paperwork here. Experiment 13. Subject L. Cardiac viscous. Necrosis halted indefinitely. Manual operation at 77 and 3/4 milliamps. Facsimile of life restored. Only with proximity to raw null. No further avenues, no way back. Dear Lucy, forgive me. I was too late. So subject L. So all what we see here then, if I just undo this jar because that needs undoing, a piece of a plaque. He was basically trying to bring someone back to life with the power of the null element. So the beetle belongs in here. The plaque belonged, I think it was in number 1, wasn't it? Turn that round. I'm sure it was in number 1 that we saw that plaque. So we'll take that out. Yes, it was number 1. We now get a fuse, which looks to be intact. And we've got another battery, which we can use. And we've got that tape. Put the tape into here, which opens the doorway for the battery to go into. So we just now need to power up the battery by going over here. Battery goes in. We wheel it up again, second time. There we go. And poof. Okay. So fuse is absolutely ruined. So let's just quickly undo that. Have a burnt out fuse, so I'll discard it. Plug in the new one. No need to seal it back in place for some reason. So, oh no. There we go. And the battery now is full once again. The battery is now going to belong in here. And we're going to use the lens again to look inside. Oh, look at the hand go. On the glass, however, is now a symbol. So it's an weird looking arrow. So a weird looking arrow there and a circle with a cross in it. So we're going to put the beetle in its place first. So that goes in there. That's nice. And is there anything else that I'm missing? So the two symbols obviously refer to here. So we can put one of these symbols in its place, but we can't do the other one yet. So we're missing something. We're missing a where could you be? It's the other part of that. Anything in there? No. Oh, that was it. Oh, we did read that out. So we're basically missing another part of that device, which will enable us to use that switch again. Am I missing something obvious? So that's going into there. Am I missing? Can that shine anywhere else? I don't think it can, from what I can remember. That's all being powered. Am I missing anything over here? Don't think I am. No. Do any of these other drawers open? No. Anything underneath the box? Not underneath that one. Close it up. We're going back into number 2. I must be missing something. Oh. A giant water bug's underneath that one. So we'll put that beetle in place and hopefully that'll reveal what we need. Yeah, very loud noise. And a small metal handle has now revealed itself. Go back over here now. Chuck this into position. And it was that symbol there, wasn't it? Yep, there it is. A strangely shaped key. Now this key, I don't think can be manipulated. So we instead need to manipulate the lock in the center of the room, which is here. And it was one of those. Was it that one? That one, I think. Yep, there it is. That unveils a large stag beetle, which I think is the last bug that needs to go into this board. Yep. And we now have another instrument that we can reflect the light off. So we're going to use this one here. And we're going to direct it at that one there. And then that's aiming at... Okay, so they've got one more one to put it into. there. Nice. Okay, we now have another lens. A green lens now. That's pretty cool. I love the animation in this game as well. Oh, AS again. Welcome. It seems to be my fate to be forever standing on the shoulders of greater men. Montfaucon's work here makes mine appear that of a child, but he never cracked the final secret to the doors as I have. He carried with him the key all along, and he never realised. The soul is the root of the null. It comes down to a simple trade, mine for hers, and hers for yours. The heart is the seat of the soul. Travel well and don't look back. Whatever you see here, don't ever look back. And it's from AS again. So let's put the lens on. Oh, look at that. Green text everywhere. And we've got now more an arrow pointing to a weird shape. That's 3 dots, which points to that symbol there. So we've got to find the other 2 then, I think, from the looks of things. Okay. Ah, there's number 1. And that's pointing to the triangle. So let's put that round to there. Now I need to look for number 2. Where is number 2? Where is it? There's 1. God, this is so cool. Where are you, number 2? Must be around here somewhere, right? There's 1. I can't see it. It's a bit odd. So, is it anywhere on a table? I mean, we could just guess what number 2 is, because logically we have 1 and 3. So, number 2 can't be that hard to come by, right? There's 3. Oh, I wonder where number 2 is then. Is it here? No. Number 2. Hello. Oh, here. The book. The book that I completely ignored. That weird. So it's a star. It was around there somewhere. Right. Number 2 is the star. Oh, we have a heart. We have a heart. Whoa. The heart is beating. The power source has been fully engaged. Another doorway has revealed itself. Can I touch it? Yes. We're now going to... Oh. Are we now going to be tuning another glyph? Yes, we are. Oh, wow, look at that. Are these all the rooms that we've been in? Ah, okay, there we go. Wow. The doorway has been revealed. Whoa. Oh. Oosh. Oh, decimation. That's it. I think that is it. So, congratulations, you have completed the room 2. Where many have faltered, you have succeeded in discovering the many mysteries held within the most unique space. You fled the laboratory and escaped the confounded house where it all began. After much scientific study, I can only conclude that it is absolute impossibility that the null sample under my custody is the only one in existence. It stands to reason that there must be a greater number of somehow coordinated samples which exert some form of control over these curious events. Thank you for playing and purchasing the Room 2. We hope you enjoyed it. As a small independent games developer, we truly believe in the power of word of mouth and goodwill from everyone who plays our games. So please let us know what you thought of the Room 2 by recommending it, and that's just a thank you for recommending it and supporting it by Fireproof Games. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Room 2. I'm going to stop streaming for now. Likely be streaming back again tomorrow, where we'll be continuing this series with the Room 3. So thank you everyone so much for watching this on a past stream, and I'll see you all tomorrow.